Good evening, everyone. Welcome in to the WWBN for round one of the Lady Wizards playoff tournament. Tonight, we will have a technically limited broadcast as we have been experiencing rainy conditions here for the past couple of hours, and we predicted more rain. So we will have limited camera access, so we will be running a more in-depth commentary style. But looking at tonight's matchup, you have your Lady Windsor Wizards taking on the Lady Canon City Tigers here for this first round of the Girls Soccer State Championships for Class 4A. Looking ahead to the stats for tonight's game, your Windsor Wizards come in third in League 4A overall, while the Canon City Tigers come in 30th. And there were 32 teams that make the playoffs. Canon City is number 30. They come in with a 5-6-4 record overall. They've had 4 ties, including 2 league ties, as they come in with a tied league record with first and third place of 3-0-2. Your Wizards, on the other hand, come in with a 12-3 record with no ties, 5-1 in their league, which is also second place. They have no ties either. They trail only Fossil Ridge. And Canon City is in second place in the Colorado Springs Metro League. So they trail only Coronado High School, and they are tied with them with a record of 3-0-2, and they are also tied with Palmer High School for the record of 3-0-2. Looking ahead to the stats right now, your Wizards lead in most of the stat categories, including 3.1 goals per game to Canon City's 1.9. They have 46 total goals compared to Canon City's 28. They have 37 assists total, 20 compared to Canon City's 25, 9 unassisted goals compared to Canon City's 3. Looking ahead more over to some player matchups for the night, your Wizards' Tatum Gentry leads with 1.3 goals per game compared to Avery Marciano from Canon City, scoring 0.6 goals per game. Then Ella Krotz from Windsor, 1.2 goals per game. Emma Bond from Canon City at 0.6 goals per game. And Rylan Barnhart at 0.9 goals per game compared to Ellie Carr's 0.3 from Canon City. And tonight's matchup in goal will be senior Leah Bacon and senior Kristen Barnes, so some seniority in goal tonight. Bacon averaging 3.7 saves a game and Barnes averaging 4.4. Looks forward to some good matchups just on the players' side. And then some just totals for the season. Ella Krotz with 11 goals, Tatum Gentry with 10 goals, and Braylee Martinez with 8 goals to round out the Wizards' top 3. Avery Marciano with 9 goals, Emma Bond with 9 goals, and Elle Carr to round out the Tigers' top 3. And then Braylee Martinez, Rylan Barnhart, Tatum Gentry come in as your top assisters, with Braylee Martinez having 8, Rylan Barnhart having 6, and Tatum Gentry having 5, compared to Canon City's Liv Lay with 6, Tilly Reed with 6, and Emma Bond with 6. And then your goalies, and then Leah Bacon comes in with 55 saves on the season, and Kristen Barnes comes in with 53. Look forward to a good matchup tonight, as I'm joined here by Cohen Gentry for tonight's matchup. We will start here in 6 minutes. As I've already repeated myself once, we will have limited technical abilities tonight. We will have cameras from our right side of me and Cohen, from the Wizards part of the end zone, so from the Wizards to the 20-yard line, and then on the other side we will have from the Windsor to the 20-yard line. So we will get you as much view of the game as possible, but we will in here run in some in-depth commentary. Now, once we get the chance, we're going to go down to our We will go down to our sideline reporter, Abby Sedegat, here in a moment for some field conditions and some pregame interviews. Right now, as we view on the screen, we have Wizards goalie Leah Bacon warming up for the game. And we are going to send it down to Abby.
What's goody, gang? Welcome to the sidelines. As you can see, field conditions here are pretty bad. Very rainy, very wet. And that could pose some issues, but it could also be good. I mean, the ball will go a lot faster along the turf. I don't know. We'll see. So, back up to you guys.
As we saw there from Abby, the field conditions are not looking too great, so we expect this to be a hard-fought game. Now, Cohen, what do you think and what do you hope to see from tonight's matchup?
I hope to see a lot of defensive sliding because in these wet conditions, the turf is very slippery. Now, that can either be a very good thing or a very bad thing. I know that defensive players love when it is rainy because they can get in those good slide tackles and just absolutely abuse the slide tackles and the conditions. On the other side of that, it is very hard for offensive players to get around the ball and really just get in depth with the classic footwork. The ball will be slippery, the turf will be slippery, all of the shots will hurt, all the goalies' balls that they block will hurt.
And we are looking at some warm-ups here. Windsor and Canon City getting warmed up. And here we have about 3 minutes till kickoff. We've got some warm-ups in, Leah Bacon in goal, and then some Windsor players taking some shots. And now, before we start the game, we are going to send it to a quick commercial.
Dr. Bradley Goings has been perfecting smiles in northern Colorado for over 17 years. Orthodontics is for every age, lifestyle, and budget. Our smile simulation scan can show you how incredible your smile can be. From your first phone call, to your free consultation, to your final result, you will be treated with respect and kindness along the way. Goings Orthodontics can help you to get your smile senior picture ready. Let's get your smile journey started today.
Craving a slice of something special? At Pelican Joe's Pizza, we hit the spot every single time. We have plenty of options. Just look at this daily special. Need something lighter? Don't worry, we have fresh salads with juicy tomatoes or our famous pizza rolls. We know you love our Sun Gold pizzas, the crust that has the perfect golden crunch while keeping the inside light and fluffy. Not in the mood for that? We also have stacked sandwiches grilled to perfection. Pelican Joe's has something for everyone. Swing by today and taste the difference in local makes.
As we look here, the Windsor players getting on their game gear in light of this messy and wet game. Some interesting stats here right before we start. Leah Bacon specifically, she has played 1,089 minutes this year, We have about 20 seconds till we start here, so I'm going to read off a couple of interesting stats that we've been given. Leah Bacon has played 1,089 minutes this year with 55 saves and 5 goals against. She has 11 shutouts this season, meaning she has not allowed one goal in 11. She has not allowed a goal in 11 different games, which is the current record. And a shutout tonight would break the WHS record. And we will go to the national anthem for just a moment. To finish out those stats that I mentioned earlier, Leah Bacon has 11 shutouts this season, meaning that in 11 different games she has not allowed a goal. And if she has another shutout tonight, meaning if the Tigers do not score one goal against her tonight, she will break the WHS record for shutouts. To date, Leah Bacon already has 4 of the WHS girls soccer's records. She has the number of saves in a game, which is 15, number of saves in a season, which is 87, saves in a career at 231, and career shutouts of 27. So an incredible career here for her at Windsor High School. She's had a great, great year. So we congratulate her on all of her success that she has found here. Some other stats for the rest of your seniors. Hannah McKay, Brooklyn Jiricek, and Leah Bacon have all been varsity since their freshman years. This is their 4th playoff appearance each. Brooklyn Jiricek has 1 goal this season, and that was versus Palmer Ridge, and Hannah has 2 goals on her record this year. Leah Bacon will be attending South Dakota State to play soccer and will be majoring in elementary education, so a big congratulations to her. Hannah McKay will be attending CSU to play soccer and will be majoring in elementary education. A big congrats to her. Brooklyn Jiricek will be attending at Grand Canyon University and majoring in business, so a big congratulations to her. And Bailey Isom will be attending Les McRae College to play soccer and is majoring in biology. So a big congratulations to her and all of our varsity and all of our seniors. Your starters on the field right now are number 2, Ella Krotz at the midfield position. Number 4, Bailey Isom at the midfield position. Number 9, Braylee Martinez at the forward position. Number 10, Tatum Gentry at the midfield position. Number 11, Hannah McKay at the midfield position. Number 12, Ambry Plate at the midfield position. And a few others that we will get here in just a moment. Number 14, Brooklyn Jiricek on defense. And we will get the others as they come on to the field, as well as Ryland Barnhart, number 13. So we will get the rest of those as they both teams huddle up and get ready for the start here. Great game so far. Cohen. To start this game, what do the Wizards need to do to get their game going fast and get in a good rhythm to start this game, since the conditions are less than subpar?
Well, Will, I would say that to get into this game, they need to score. Now, saying that sounds a lot easier than it is. They need to easily adapt to these conditions as fast as possible. That means being on top of the ball with accurate passes just to keep the ball in possession, because the ball will be running away in these wet conditions. Now, the best way to do this is to have tight defense and have these midfielders push up and help feed the ball to the offensive players, because the more shots we get on goal, the more we'll slip through in these wet conditions.
Great analysis there by him to get this one just about underway. Wizards huddled up for pregame speech from Coach Leuterman. Canon City already got their players out here on the field. We are close to starting.
Hold on, we'll see. Okay, I think there might.
All right, we are almost underway here. I do not remember if the coin flip has already happened or not. And we still have a couple of starters that I have yet to identify, but we will in just a minute. Now, Canon City with the quick start, and I believe they won the coin toss. There's a missed pass, and that one is going to go out of bounds. Number 12, Ambry Plate with the quick pass in. Out to number 4, Bailey Isom, back way out in to Hannah McKay, out to the far sideline. Passes out into Rylan Barnhart. Further inside, running into a wall of Canon City defenders, and we have a
Offsides call. It looks like Rylan Bernhardt was offsides at the 10-yard line on the Wizards side.
Canon City will be taking a free kick. Aggressive push here by Canon City, down past on their own 30-yard line, recovered by the Wizards, now played back to Canon City. Slips between the Canon City player's legs, but she hits past number 4, Bailey Isom, out to the far sideline. That one's taken by Leah Bacon. Looks to get out a kick and find one of her teammates.
That's right, Will. It does look like we are running a more defensive current setup. We have a lot of players downfield and a lot of players upfield. We don't have many in the middle, but it looks like we are preparing for that defense and trying to get out aggressively as well.
All right, and the Wizards will play it back to their own 40-yard line. Up in, just playing a more almost relaxed midfield style here, as we've seen the field is most likely very wet, and that ball has run away from a couple of players twice, and that is a big kick right into Rylan Barnhart. Back out to Braylee Martinez, in to Ella Krotz, out to the near sideline to Bailey Isom, up in to Ambry Plate on the side. That one is shot just over the net by Tatum Gentry. So that's the level of aggression we want to see right there.
Exactly, we need that.
As that pass in got right past the goalie, as we saw there, but then we saw the aggression from Tatum, just wasn't quite able to close that one out.
And that is mostly from the help of the water. We know that it was going to be a slippery game. That is exactly what we're looking to not happen on the Windsor kids tonight, because if that kind of thing happens, they will be slipping, and it will be slipping through hands.
Wizards still up and controlling possession. That one there. Wizards still have control of it. Back down the near side to Bailey Isom. Passes it back to Kaylin Rudolph. Now up and into Hannah McKay. Passes it into a wall of Canon City defenders. They're looking. That one just slips past number 22, Reagan John. That one slipped right past her. Another effect of the water. Bailey Isom with the throw in here. Another, yet again, like we've seen, one taken out there. By number 7, Sophie Ledoux. Wizards still have another throw in. Bailey Isom with another throw in. Into plate. But a physicality there. Wizards still maintain possession. Another throw in by them. Some aggression there. A header by Emma Bond. Wizards still maintain possession there. Kaylin Rudolph getting a little bit aggressive. Wizards still maintaining possession. Just passing it back and forth now. Canon City looking a little bit flustered by this attack. And there, just that pass is a bit missed. Saved there by the goalie, senior Kristen Barnes. Tatum nearly got a foot on that one. That one, goal kick is not goal. That pass there from the goalie is passed back into Windsor. Beautiful pass, just slips right by Barnhart. She will get to it on the corner. No, she will not. That will be a Canon City throw-in. What have you observed here early in this one, Cohen, that is going to either contribute or detriment to the Wizards' success?
Well, early in this game, I see a lot of disorganization from the Canon City Tigers. I see a lot of, when we start to push up, they start to get down.
Canon City, correct?
Canon City, yeah.
Apology on that one.
We're seeing them bunch up in the back, which is a very defensive mechanism. Now, if we do happen to puncture this line, it is quite easy to score because they are all lined up.
Kaylin Rudolph, or Brayley Martinez, apologies on with a little bit of a run on the inside there. Goalie saves that one, looks for a pass in, pass high, lands about the 45-yard line, but Windsor will take control of this one as number 11, Hannah McKay, is there. Bailey Isom now into Tatum. That one slips right between the legs of Ambry Plate, and Canon City recovers that one. But some aggression here. Brayley Martinez. That pass a little bit errant. Will Tatum get to it? Yes. No, she will not.
And that is barely out. That could be very well due to the wetness, or it could have just been a little too hard of a pass. We don't know.
Very great effort nonetheless. And the goalie is now going to pass it in. Down the near sideline in. That one bounced off of Tylee Reed's shin and was passed in. Tatum recovers that one, but now Reed has possession of it again. Pass in out to the long side. That one unable to be controlled by number 6, Liv Landry. Wizards with another throw-in. Wizards on the domination so far here, Cohen, with just about 8 minutes passed by in this first quarter. The Wizards have been really all the rage so far. They've had impressive offensive possessions. Pass here down to the far side to Bailey Isom. Tap there by Ambry Plate back into play again. That one thrown by Barnhart, unable to get to it. That is recovered by the goalie, Kristen Barnes, now to take a kick in. That one will land just beyond the 45-yard line into Windsor territory. Brooklyn Jiracek with the header on that one. Windsor stays in control for the moment's being. Pass there to Barnhart on the far sideline. In to Krotz. Crotts to plate. Plate in to Bailey Isom. Tatum looking to get that one, but unable to. Goalie once again will take another kick. This one is going to land just on the far side of the 50-yard line. Header off, and it will be deep into Windsor territory. Kaylin Rudolph unable to connect on that one there with Leah Bacon. Canon City take a free kick down deep into Windsor territory.
Yeah, well, based off of what we're seeing today and all these very accurate passes from Windsor, this will definitely lead to a goal, and hopefully we can add to that shutout record and have Leah Bacon continue to break records.
This one's stolen here, way up the field on the push there. Stolen back by Canon City. Barnhart playing aggressive. Canon City still controls it. In to Tylee Reed in a tangle there. Canon City still being aggressive on defense with the Wizards maintaining control, playing some smart passes. Barnhart on the far sideline all by herself. No Windsor players near her, only Canon City defenders. That is one thing I've noticed coming in early, just about 10 minutes into this one, is we've seen that the Wizards stack their right side a lot more than they've stacked their left side, as we've seen Barnhart be the only one out there discussed a couple of times. Windsor with the throw-in now. Throw in close, back out into Barnhart. Barnhart, when that one there is yet again swarmed by Canon City defenders as they clear that one out. Back in to Tatum off the header, saved by the goalie once again. She will come back out.
Well, it looks like the Canon City High School girls soccer is stacking their defense. It just looks like they are playing super defensively and just kind of creating a brick wall that our varsity girls will need to get through.
And we've seen that they can do it so far. We've seen a couple of breakthroughs there, just a couple of missed opportunities, and Canon City seems to really slow down as soon as the tussle.
Goal by Tatum Gentry.
There we go, Tatum with the first goal of the game that puts your Wizards up 1-0. And as I was about to say before Tatum got on the run there and scored that one, as we have another correction, I apologize to Canon City High School and all their fans for the incorrect naming pronunciation. It is Canon City High School, not Canon. I apologize.
Well, Will, this is exactly what we wanted to see. We are currently 12 minutes into the game, and this is exactly what we need for the Windsor Wizards to come out with a very, very successful and dominant game. They have one goal already and have been very dominant. We hope to see them continue to be very dominant with accurate passes, as many as possible.
As we see there, number 18, Bentley Weaver come off. Ryland Barnhart jog back out there. Maybe not.
It looks like number 13, Riley Barnhart, and number 18 may have had to take off some jewelry. It looks like their wrist tape may have came off and shown their jewelry, which is not allowed. You can either have permanent bracelets need to be covered with tape, or they need to be taken off. Jewelry is not allowed.
Okay, so correction there by Cohen. And that pass is going to be too far collected by the goalkeeper. We're going to send it down to Abby real quick for another sideline report as we get a far throw by the goalkeeper into Canyon City.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Abby's Sideline Report. Weather update, it is now cloudy with no meatballs, meaning that at least it's not raining anymore. However, there still seems to be, well, the field's obviously still going to be wet. And I think it really shows right now in the playing. I think the ball's just going a little faster on the field than they anticipate. They've had a lot of chances, but I think that's kind of stopped them from getting a lot of chances. But they did get a goal, meaning that they just need to stay patient and wait for those chances to just find the right chance, I guess. Back up to you guys.
Well, on the sideline there, Canyon City pushed up a little bit, unable to amount to anything as that passes back out into Tatum. Way far pass back out to Ambry Plate. Tatum on the attack. Save there by the goalkeeper. Was trying to get it into Barnhart, but unable to connect. Goalkeeper with the save, Kristen Barnes. Wizards still up 1-0 after that goal there by Tatum Gentry. That puts her at her 11th goal of the season. Tied now with Ella Krotz for 11. So both of them had great seasons so far, as that pass there is stolen from Isom. Isom gets it back into Plate. Tatum on the attack. Will she get to it? Yes, she will. Gets by her defender, puts it up, and it is in for a second Wizards goal. Your Windsor Wizards go up 2-0 after that excellent goal there by Tatum Gentry. And right there, something to point out. And Tatum put on the brakes and got right by her defender, and that is a example of the conditions, as we saw the defender just get flopped straight on her back to open up that great shot. Just hooks up right and around the goalie.
That was an amazing line feed from her midfielder. That is exactly the type of team chemistry and passing that we need to be seeing, especially in these watery conditions.
Go back to the center as Canyon City will take another face-off, and that one will go out of bounds. Windsor will get a throw-in. Great game so far for your Wizards. Tatum Gentry has both goals here. This pass in to Reagan Lewis out on the outside, but that one will be off her chest and out. Canyon City in with another throw-in. There, they get a break, swarmed by Windsor defenders, pass out way to the right, finds her woman. Apologies there. Canyon City will take a throw-in. Throw in there, back out. Windsor recovers, maybe not out, taken by Plate. Plate in with the pass. That one stolen back by Canyon City. Nobody there. That one will go into Isom, who will pass it back to the far side now. Back to Jiracek. Jiracek back up the sideline. Windsor goes in, the pass in near midfield. Getting a little triangle going here. Pass meant to be played up to Lewis. That one there intercepted, and now Canyon City up on the offensive. Finding a couple people in midfield, but she cannot coordinate that with their team there. That one stolen back, taken by Lewis, pass in all the way up. And that one played out by the defender, number 22, Reagan John.
Yeah, well, what we just saw there by Reagan John is a classic move. When you are under pressure as a defender, sometimes the best thing to do is give the opponents a throw-in to let your team come back and collect. It's a very good move if you have no other options.
Pass there, in, back out. Isom will take another throw-in. Isom with throw-in there to Plate. Plate getting around her defenders. Shot there on goal, saved by the goalie. The goalie coming out. Gonna take a kick in. That will land just short of just far past the 40-yard line. Stopped there by number 18, Bentley Weaver. Taken there by the Canon City midfielder. Now back to Weaver. Weaver out on the side. Now, Hannah McKay had a chance to score there, but was swarmed by a round of Canon City defenders. That one out past midfield and back into Windsor territory with nobody there home to find it. Wizards come back into possession.
Ooh, that's a push. That may be a free kick for the Windsor Wizards. Looks like Hannah McKay was fouled at just about the 35-yard line.
Now the Wizards get possession back. That one, Lewis lost side of the ball, goes for it, gets it out to Isom. Isom into Krotz. Krotz back to Isom. Isom out to Lewis. Lewis has trouble trying to control it. That there taken off the goal. Now the goalkeeper will come to take another. We'll pass it in to one of her teammates.
Looks like we had a substitution. Ella Krotz has just come out for Tatum Gentry. Back up, let's see if she can get a hat trick. She currently has a brace that put her in the top spot for goals this season. Passing Ella Krotz, Tatum now has 12 goals.
Great season for both of them. 23 combined. Here's a chance for Lewis. Lewis, can she control it? No, she cannot get to it. Reagan Lewis had a chance to get to that one, just not quite able to get on that one. And Plate now has possession of it. In their goalie dives on it, trying to get it in to the Windsor player. Now that one will go just on the far side of the 50-yard line. Wizards will let that one go out of bounds. Wizards take the throw in. That one into Lewis. Takes it. Stolen there by the Canon City defender. The defender past midfield. Now that one taken back to Isom. Stolen, passed out, and that one is going to go way back near the Windsor end zone. That one blocked out of bounds by Canon City. Wizards to take the throw in. See a couple of people out here rounding up soccer balls, potentially drying them off, as I'm sure that is a big factor in the game so far and what's caused a couple of these slip-ups, at least on Canon City's side.
Oh, yes, Will. We've seen quite a few scrambles for the ball just as it starts to slip away from both players at one time. Let's just hope that the conditions will not rain again.
I do not believe we are in store for any, but I don't want to say that and have it happen again. So let's just play it by eye and see what happens.
Okay, looks like a free kick for the Canon City.
Shot there just off to the left.
Okay, Leah Bacon with a very fast turnaround, hoping to get some early ground off of the free kick.
Most likely trying to catch Canon City offsides. Does not seem to have worked, though, as Wizards have it on the 50-yard line. Some nice footwork there. In. That one blocked off the foot of the Canon City midfielder. That one back taken on the scramble for it. Canon City up on the advance. Out to the far sideline. Can she get to it? Unfortunately, she cannot. That was number 10, Liv Lay, I believe, there on the attempt to get it. Another pass in by the Wizards into Reagan Lewis. Back out near the far sideline. That one's into Lewis. And she puts it right past the defender. A great pass. A possible chance for a score here. No, taken away by the Canon City defender. Cleared back to the 50-yard line. Taken once again by the Wizards. A beautiful pass there on that last possession by Reagan Lewis. Just unfortunately not.
Absolutely. That's exactly the kind of passing that we want to see. If we can get right past those defenders on either lane, it's amazing for crosses and goal opportunities.
Tatum is unable to control that one, as that will be a Canon City throw-in. That one headed off of Isom. Now Plate has control of it again. Struggling. Back out. Now back into her again. Out on the sideline to Tatum. Tatum to Ambry. Ambry into Reagan Lewis. She cannot get that one. That one back out. Will be taken by Isom. Shot there. Beautiful play. Just missed there by Hannah McKay. A beautiful pass. Just quite not been able to capitalize on. Windsor responding back quick with a throw-in. Canon City just trying to keep the ball off of their end. Shot there. That one is up and over. A great up and in. Apologies. That one there scored by number... We can't quite see it from here. That may have been number 11. Hannah McKay with her first goal of the game to put the Wizards up 3-0. An absolutely excellent pass there to roll up and just right over the goalkeeper.
This is exactly what we were talking about earlier. If we can get a strong start for the Wizards, this is going to be a steamroll for the Wizards to dominate the Tigers in the first playoff game of the season.
Yes, and if the Wizards do win tonight, they will move on to face the winner of the Coronado and Adams City game on, I believe that is also tonight. And if they would win again against them, they would play the winner of Meade and Thomas Jefferson and Air Academy and Pueblo West. So they'd play one of those four schools in the quarterfinals, barring a victory tonight and then a victory over either the winner of Coronado or Adams City, as the Wizards take it from the 50-yard line. Barnhart back out there on the field now. That pass stolen from her. Back into number 1, Cameron John, who just can't quite control it. Windsor. It's Bailey Isom with another throw-in. She's taken quite a few from this edge of the sideline. That one in there to Bentley Weaver. Wizards with Gentry on the sideline. That one will roll out. And we have another quick sideline update from Abby Sedegat.
Yeah. Yes. Here at Windsor, back in the fossil. I'm pretty sure.
Apologies, there are some technical difficulties as the Wizards are having some struggles here. Has a couple struggles there trying to get a shot off. That back to Bacon now into Jiracek. Jiracek with the far pass down to the 50-yard line. That one on the outside to Barnhart.
Looks like we're having some good passing here from our midfielders trying to get a offensive opportunity here and rolling.
This one on the near sideline to Isom. Isom in to that pass out to Tatum. Tatum back, that one blocked. She's still going for it. Canon City has defenders all over it. Can she get back to it? Yes, she can. Fighting on the corner for it. And she passes it back in. That shot is saved by the goalie. That shot there taken by number 9, Braylee Martinez. Her and Tatum had a great set of passes. And with our technical issues resolved, here we will send it back down to our sideline reporter, Abby Sediga.
Real life now. So basically, I'm here with a report on one of the players, Shay Gordon. She's a junior here at Windsor. Back in the Fossil game, she got injured. I think she tore her ACL or Achilles or something. Don't quote me on that. And through the rest of the season, she's been in a walking boot. However, she has showed up to all the practices and games, showing that she is a very integral part of the team. And I don't think they're expecting her to play the rest of the season, but they expect her to come back even stronger next season. Back up to you guys.
Wizards on a good push toward the goal in the corner. That pass into Tatum. Tatum with a chance. Pass back to Braylee. Ambry play in, and that one shot up and is over. That one is in. Another goal for your Wizards. I do not see who scored that one. We will get that one there here in just a minute. I believe that was number
12, Ambry
Plate with her first of the game. Hannah McKay, Ambry Plate with 1 goal apiece. Tatum Gentry with 2. Wizards up 4-0. 12 minutes remain in this first half. Great play by them.
Oh, and we have a foul on a Canon City player at the 35 line. Yeah.
Canon City
with a free kick here.
That one in. Oh, and it slips right past the Windsor defender. Running into a sea of Windsor defenders is Cameron John.
It looks like when the Windsor Wizards just shut down that complete chance, like completely. There was no chance after they got the ball.
That one can't be controlled there on the far side by Barnhart. The pass from, I'm not quite sure who's on the other side there on that far sideline. Can't quite see the jersey numbers from here. But nevertheless, the Wizards control the Canon City free kick as the rain starts to come down again. Light raining again, so we will see the field conditions start to worsen.
This is exactly what we didn't want to see, is the conditions to worsen again. But the Windsor Wizards are up 4-0, so if the game were to end right now, it would be a victory for the Windsors in the first playoff round.
Yes. If I did not mention it before, this game, the Wizards are ranked number 3 and Canon City is ranked number 30. That shot in there, controlled by the goalie. Barnhart ran up to grab it, but could not quite get to it. That shot there into the 50-yard line bounces over the head of Ella Pritt. Excuse me, sorry. Avery Marciano. Barnhart on the far sideline. Struggling there with 2 defenders. She kicks it out of bounds, and the Wizards will have another throw-in. On the far sideline, that may be, I can't quite see the number. On the far sideline with Barnhart.
I believe it is number 25, Savannah Isom.
That shot there into the goalie. Great shot there. Now that one straight to the goalie, controlled in. So on the far sideline, you have Savannah Isom and Ryland Barnhart. And on your close side, you have Bailey Isom, Ambry Plate, and Tatum Gentry. That one out of bounds. Isom to take the throw in. Plate trying to control that one in front of the defender. She clears it out. Reagan John there with a great control. Wizards still on the attack, still trying to clear it out. Back in, out to Krotz. Krotz looking for a chance, still having trouble, getting swarmed. Back out to Isom. Isom over to McKay. That one just to the left. We have 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go left in this first half. The Wizards have played almost near perfect tonight, Cohen. What have you seen specifically that has contributed to their success so far throughout this first half?
Specifically what I've seen is a lot of good defense by the midfield. And this just means the midfield getting to the ball and getting the Canon City players off of the ball to give it up to the midfielders. And now playing this ball up through the line to penetrate the back line is also a very important part that we have seen here tonight and hope to see more of.
Great there. Barnhart on the sideline fighting with a couple of defenders. She still has control of it. That one kicked out of bounds. Wizards will take a throw-in. Savannah Isom to take the throw-in to Hannah McKay. Isom back to McKay. McKay back to Isom once again. Now Ambry Plate takes that one, getting a little triangle here going. McKay pushes it up. That one tried to be cleared out by the defender, and that one will go out of bounds. Wizards will have another throw-in. Isom to take that throw-in. Thrown back to Jiracek, who passes it back up, down. McKay over to Plate, who passes it in to Tatum, just gets right past her. Oh, she controls it, and that one is
just outside.
Just outside. The goalkeeper, Kristen Barnes, will take a kick out.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, though, Will. The way that the midfielders were able to feed that ball directly to the corner to where Tatum could get to the ball is exactly what we're looking for opportunities.
Wizards still, the midfielders still playing aggressive. Tatum on the advance now. Pass into Barnhart. Pass out to Krotz. Krotz passes it back to Gentry, and that one is kicked out. Wizards with another throw-in. Isom to take the throw-in. Bailey Isom to take the throw-in now. Isom still looking to throw it in. Gets it in. It's Plate. And that one cleared out once again. Hits right behind the official. Bailey Isom to take another throw-in. That one passed in there to Krot. Krot puts it up. Oh, and it just hits off of the field goal post.
That was a beautiful shot, Will.
Great shot there, just a little too high. Hits off the field goal post, and the goalie will now kick it out. And we may have an injury over here on the Canon City sideline. I just noticed they have a player up on the bench. I can't see the number, but it may be number 11, Avery Marciano. excuse me, apologies. Number 1, Cameron John, injured over there on the Canon City sideline. She's propped up on the medical table as Canon City and Tatum Gentry battle it out. Canon City on the throw-in. Reagan John to throw it in for Canon City. That one controlled in, headed by Ambry Plate. Back out to John again. She gets it in. That one's still stolen. Tatum on the aggression. That one kicked back out. Controlled again by McKay. That one backed out to Jiracek. Jiracek will take it, pass it up. Barnhart controls it at the 40-yard line. That one, a beautiful pass in. Tatum had a chance, but she could not get quite close enough to it. The goalkeeper there, passes it out to the near sideline. That one, great touch there. Bounces just over the head of McKay.
Looks like we have May just gotten a handball off of number 11,
Avery Marciano.
Avery Marciano.
That ball passed to the near sideline to Isom. Isom still controls it. Back out to McKay. McKay in. Back out to Plate. Plate back to Isom. Out. Back to McKay. Throws it way up the sidelines for Savannah. Can she grab it? She grabs it on the corner. She cannot quite control it. Rolls out of bounds on the corner. The Wizards throw it back to the goalkeeper, and she will take it out. Kick out there. Wizards to take the throw in. Isom with another throw in. Throws it up, and it is just too short. Recovered by her again. Something we have seen is Canon City did not seem to play too aggressive off the throw-ins, as we've seen it bounced off of Reagan John's head, but she didn't really do anything to pursue it any further, giving Windsor almost a free opportunity. As that throw-in there is passed back out to Kaylin Rudolph. In to McKay. McKay in a jumble of people. Macy Nettles is in now. Isom on the sideline to throw it into Nettles. That one will go out of bounds, and it will be another kick in from the goalkeeper. As we have 90 seconds remaining in this first half, Wizards lead 4-0 over the Canon City Tigers. As Kristen Barnes will take the kick out. That one controlled by Isom. Back to Martinez over the sideline to the near sideline to Isom. In to Plate. Plate back out to McKay. In, pass stolen back out. Canon City controls it. She passes it up right between the legs of McKay. That one there controlled by Jiracek. Plate on the near sideline, back out to Isom. In to McKay. Passes it way up to Nettles, who Isom could not quite control that one. 35 seconds remain on this one, as Isom will take a throw in to Martinez. Back out to her. Wizards looking to get a last-second shot off before the half end to potentially make it 5-0, and they send that one back out. 15 seconds remain. That may be the last play of the half. Maybe not. Isom with a last-second play. That one out to Martinez. Martinez back to Isom. 5 seconds remain. She passes it out. That one headed off. And that is the end of the first half. Your Wizards lead 4-0. Great game so far by them. 2 goals by Tatum Gentry, 1 by Hannah McKay, and 1 by Ambry Plate. Cohen, what have you seen specifically that has really contributed to the Wizards, both offensively and defensively?
Well, very early on, I saw a very disoriented defense from the Canon City. This is mainly due to the very offensive and aggressive side that the Wizards can show.
And the analysis there from Cohen will continue in just a moment as we send it down to our sideline reporter, Abby Sittigat, for our sideline or our halftime.
How you feeling? It's playoff season.
This is always a fun time of year, right? Our girls embrace this and love it.
How do you think the team's playing for the first half of a playoff game?
I really like the way we started the match, right? We got a little bit complacent towards the end of the first half here, but as a whole, I can't complain at all. Anytime you've got a 4-0 lead, it's a pretty good day.
What do you want to see out of the team in the second half to keep this lead and maybe even further it?
We're going to address it at half, in fact. I think we've got to get some intensity again, right? And I think we've really got to refocus. Again, it's easy to become a little complacent when you're up 4-0, right? And I think we got a little complacent. So we've got to dial it back in and understand what it takes to get to a championship level and be consistent.
Thank you. Good luck in the second half. Back up to you guys.
Now back up here in the booth, Cohen, you can go ahead and continue on what you were saying.
All right, so just like Coach Lordeman was saying down there, the girls seem to get a little bit lazy at the end of the first half. They came out with so much intensity off of the start, and we just kind of saw that fire burn down with the rain that came. So hoping in this second half to see the intensity pick back up to completely dominate and destroy the Canon City Tigers.
It's looking like that so far. Great first half for them. We will join you back here in 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the start of our second half. This has been Will Kerr and Cohen Gentry for your first half coverage on the WWBN. We will join you again shortly.
Dr. Bradley Goings has been perfecting smiles in northern Colorado for over 17 years. Orthodontics is for every age, lifestyle, and budget. Our smile simulation scan can show you how incredible your smile can be. From your first phone call to your free consultation to your final result, you will be treated with respect and kindness along the way. Goings Orthodontics can help you to get your smile senior picture ready. Let's get your smile journey started today.
Craving a slice of something special? At Pelican Joe's Pizza, we hit the spot every single time. We have plenty of options. Just look at this daily special. Need something lighter? Don't worry, we have fresh salads with juicy tomatoes or our famous pizza rolls. We know you love our Sun Gold pizzas. The crust that has the perfect golden crunch while keeping the inside light and fluffy. Not in the mood for that? We also have stacked sandwiches grilled to perfection. Pelican Joe's has something for everyone. Swing by today and taste the difference in local makes.
Welcome back, everyone, for our second half here on the WWBN at H.J. Dudley Field, as your Wizards have a commanding 4-0 lead. As here they come, right out of the
Locker room.
to start the second half. Canon City there doing a little bit of warming up before the second half. Wizards look to get themselves resituated after that halftime talk that Coach Leuterman alluded to in his halftime speech that I assume he gave at halftime in the locker room. So we will begin here in just a moment. The Wizards will start with possession since Canon City started at the start of the first half. Cohen, what do you think that the Wizards need to do specifically this half to finish out this game, close out this game, and just get ready and prepare for the next round?
Well, Will, like you said, they will be starting with the ball. So hopefully they get out of the gate very hard from the whistle. And to do this, they need to do some passing into space and get the ball up the field, through a line, through the back line, to one of the offensive players. And then that offensive player obviously needs to either score the goal or cross it for someone else to score it. Now, this will need to be intense, and they will need to bring back the intensity that they had at the very first whistle blow of the match.
Great points there. What do you think that they could work on for the second half?
I think a main thing that we saw was at the end of the first half, they started getting lazy and started kind of not going for those balls. They started not wanting it because they are already 4 up. I think what we need to see is that first intensity that we saw. We need to see that back.
And as we change sides of the field as well, we also flip sides. So now Isom and McKay will be on the short side. And then Bailey Isom and Ryland Barnhart will be on the far side. Isom to McKay. McKay all the way over to Gentry. Can she control it? She cannot.
Looks like a little too strong of a pass for her to get there in time.
Kick there. Pushed very aggressively by Barnhart. Barnhart has the pass, has an opportunity. That shot in and saved by the goalie. The goalie in. That one will land just far of the 45-yard line. Canon City in control of it. Some nice footwork around Braylee Martinez. Isom, Savannah Isom there on the control. Back to Rudolph. Isom to Martinez. Martinez to McKay. McKay all the way into Tatum with a chance. Tatum, can she take advantage of it? That straight to the goalie. Goalie takes advantage of that one. Another save there. Another save there by Kristen Barnes. She's had a good night so far as Isom controls this one to Jiricek. Jiricek over to Plate. Plate into Jiricek. Into Tatum. That one just too hard. Just a miss there. We've seen a couple of great plays into Tatum. Just not exactly been able to control them as that one rolls from Jiricek to Barnhart. Barnhart tries to pass it off to Tatum. Tatum playing very aggressively.
Looks like Tatum Gentry there is hungry for her hat trick. She already has 2 of the 4 goals this match and is probably hoping to get a third.
We can see it. She's playing with a different level of intensity than everyone else. That pass there, taken in by Canon City. They're showing a little bit of fight. That one over, taken back by Leah Bacon. Star goalkeeper. That one lands just shy of the 45-yard line. Taken up by Krotz. On the far side is Bailey Isom now. That one taken back by Barnhart. That one played back to... Now that one played to Isom. Isom back to Rudolph. Rudolph back to Bailey Isom. Isom to Barnhart. Barnhart with control of it again. A great pass up to Tatum. Tatum takes control of it. That one out to Martinez. Martinez with a shot, and that one will be wide left. Could not get the curve on it.
Still a magnificent shot from Martinez, a magnificent opportunity, just hoping to capitalize on being on the enemy territory.
Savannah Isom to take the throw in now. That one thrown in there to Ella Krotz. Krotz, that shot there, wide into the left there by Ambry Plate. Goalie to take a goal kick out. That one there off the head of Barnhart, I believe. Disorients her for just a second, and that one will go out of bounds. Isom on the thrown into plate. That one back out. Wizards will have another throw-in. That one controlled there by Canon City. That one back out. Wizards will have another throw-in. This one thrown in, back out. Now played back inside. Pass back out, and that one kicked back out to Bailey Isom. Into Jiricek. Jiricek. All of the defensemen are now up way far forward. Wizards still lead 4-0. This one played very aggressively. Can't be converted on, but that one kicked up, and it will sail off the side of the post. There was a light sprinkle happening during halftime. I could not and still cannot tell if that is still happening. It may or may not be, so I do not believe the field conditions have gotten any worse, but not to say that still isn't affecting this game. That one headed there by McKay. Krotz playing very aggressively. Now McKay. That one controlled again by Canon City. Martinez to Krotz. Krotz, that one way out, was looking to get to Barnhart, but put way too much power on it. So now the goalie is going to take another goal kick in. Another throw in there from Bailey Isom into Tatum. Tatum passed up to Barnhart. Barnhart looks to pass it back. Passes it back. That one into Tatum. Now in, and that one straight to the goalie. A good play there by the Wizards, just unable to connect. Jiricek in the fight now with Liv Landry. That one passed back to Leah. Long pass in there to her. That one fielded by Tatum. Back to Tatum. Krotz back to Tatum now. Back to Juracek. That one played up over the defender. Back to Tatum once again. Juracek looking. Pass in there. Intercepted. And this will be another Canon City throw-in. Now Savannah Isom to McKay. McKay into, almost got to Barnhart, just had to clear the defender, Emma Bond. Now that one taken by Plate. Fielded on the far side by Bailey Isom. Her defender comes up fast. Back to Jiracek. Now taken once again by Windsor. That one bounces off her shins. Krotz tried to get to it, but the defender was there first. Windsor will have another throw-in. Windsor with another throw-in.
So, Will, what adjustments have you seen after halftime?
I think the real question is, what are the adjustments I think the real question, Cohen, is what are the adjustments you've seen to start this second half?
Well, it seems like both teams have gotten a lot more intense and hungry for the ball. On the Wizards side, we have seen a lot more intensity from the offensive players, hungry to get more goals and close out this second half with a very, very intimidating scoreboard.
Shot of our very supportive and welcoming crowd here, all bundled up in ponchos and umbrellas. Thank you to all the parents that have attended tonight, as Martinez will play it to Savannah Isom, back, or to Rudolph. Rudolph into Plate. Plate into Krotz, and
it looks like she is barely caught offsides, just behind the two defenders as the ball is played through.
You heard it here first, folks. Offsides, once again, the main killer of the Wizards tonight. And now the Wizards still having a fight down near the 30-yard line for the ball. It will be Wizards ball. Bailey Isom with the throw-in. At least I believe that is Bailey Isom. Maybe not. Now it's Bailey Isom with the throw-in. Isom to throw it into Lewis. That one's stolen by Canon City. Cleared it out. Taken back by Kaylin Rudolph. That one not being able to secure. Yes, it is. It will be a Windsor throw-in into Lewis. That one rolls off of her shins. Now to Juracek. Juracek into Plate. That one played up beautifully. Tatum with a chance. Tatum plays it between her defender's legs, and it is just wide left. An amazing play there by Tatum.
That is exactly the type of intensity we need to see to score another goal on Canon City. That type of play, that type of run through, that type of energy to get to the ball and play it through Canon City's back line is exactly what we need to see to get a fifth goal here tonight at H.J. Dudley Field.
And we've seen Tatum there with that little stop and go that she played all the time, as Savannah Isom will take this one to throw it in. Thrown in to Martinez. Martinez stolen from Canon City, back on the offensive as Lewis goes to chase it down but cannot. And that one will be taken all the way back at the 20-yard line and given to Leah Bacon. Kicks it way out, still going to Lewis now. It's controlled by Canon City, but now by Braylee Martinez.
As we can see here, Will, once the ball really starts to get rolling in these conditions, it doesn't stop.
Shot there on goal by Hannah McKay, but that one saved by the goalie. We're going to get our update here with our sideline reporter, Abby Sedegat.
What's up, guys? It's me, meteorologist Abby Sedegat, here with another weather report. Had a couple of short showers here, a little bit of a downpour, but only for like 5 minutes. Other than that, puddles on the track have gone away, so I think the field has probably also gone down. On the note of soccer, I heard a lot of good things from Coach Lordeman about their players making diagonal runs in to try and get those chances. On hearing from things on the players on the bench, they're talking a lot about how the other team is just really compact and how there's like 10 people behind the ball. That's a direct and I guess it's just kind of the contradictory effect of trying to make diagonal runs but not being able to. So I guess you could kind of see that in the playing, and let's see how that plays out. Back up to you guys.
Great report there by our meteorologist and famed sideline reporter, Abby Sedegat. They're great to hear, especially from Coach Leuterman, that they're a chance here for Ella Krotz just up and over the crossbar. Great play there. And as I was saying, Abby commented on how it's starting to still be wet, but there's no excessive downpour here. So that's great. And then a great play there. Just so short of a missed shot by Ella Krotz.
And it looks like we have a corner kick here.
Corner kick taken, played in and off of number 8, Bethany Landry. Taken another attempt. Tatum so close, just a bit to the left. Almost had a hat trick on the night. Wizards still here on the offensive. Canon City's putting up some newfound aggressiveness and intensity. That one played back to Juracek. That up and over the goal. Sails right up and over the goal. As we can see now, the Wizards have pulled all of their defensemen up. Nobody but Leah Bacon at the 20-yard line. Canon City, that one controlled by Isom. Isom to then into Juracek. Juracek to Plate. Plate played to the far side by Isom. Isom back to Plate. No, into Canon City. Still slugging it out here. Juracek on the 30-yard line to Plate. To McKay, excuse me. Can McKay get it? Right up on the back of Reagan John. That one to Juracek. Juracek into Gentry. Now to Plate. Play out to the far side to Krotz. Into the defender, back to Windsor. Back out to Canon City. That one's a handball, I believe.
Yeah, it was a handball on Canon City defender number 11, Avery Marciano. Looks like we may get an attempt here.
Wizards still playing aggressively. Canon City not moved off their own 20-yard line in a long time, almost the entirety of this second half. So good to see a increase in aggressiveness and productivity from the Wizards.
That's right. Well, it is very nice to see this aggressiveness out of the Wizards after that halftime speech from Lordeman. Hoping to see the intensity continue where it is at and not stop.
And that one will land just below the 50-yard line. Now Isom struggles with Marciano to control it. Now this one is to Jiricek. Jiricek to McKay. McKay up to Gentry. Gentry to Martinez. Martinez gets by her defender. No one home to receive her pass or attempt at a pass. And now
looks like we have gotten a free kick. There may have been a little bit of pushing from the Canon City players that resulted in a foul. Let's see if Ella Krotz may put this in over the goalie tonight.
We've already seen 2 goals go in over the goalie's head to where she cannot reach them. Here comes the shot, and it is wide and just over the right corner of the goal. Coach Leuterman here on the sidelines, coaching his team on from afar. I would assume he is somewhat pleased with the performance so far. He said that he was happy with their halftime performance, and I assume he would be somewhat happy with their second half performance, even though there's no goals. They're already up 4-0. Now Bailey Isom runs track of that one down. The lone Canon City girl runs to track it down, cannot. That one taken in, and a throw in by Ella Krotz. Now
Ooh, we have intensity from Tatum Gentry.
Tatum and in on the corner with Piper Montoya. Those two were playing they were both trying to get to that ball. Now we have a throw in by number 11, Hannah McKay.
Looks like we may have an injury on the field on a Canon City player, number 22, Reagan John.
We've said her name a couple of times tonight. She's a midfielder / defensive player, and looks like she's in a little bit of pain there. Looks like she's limping on her left leg, so maybe some contact there. Gonna get up and hopefully help her off the field. Canon City stretched very, very thin. Does not look like they have as many players as certainly as the Windsor bench, because all that I see suited up right now on their bench is number 19, Ellie Carr, a junior. Number 22, Reagan John, the sophomore. Looks like Canon City may be stretched very thin. I don't know if there's coaches in those hoodies over there or not, but it looks like Canon City did not have a full team that Windsor did. And there's a chance there Barnhart cannot quite grab it. 18 minutes and 30 seconds remain in this second half. Pretty good showing from the Wizards tonight, and especially in the second half, just keeping up that intensity, even though that they have that 4-0 lead.
I absolutely agree, Will. It also seems that the Canon City ladies have also stepped up their intensity, as they do not want to get scored on again. Hopefully, though, the Wizards can step up their intensity even more and capitalize on many chances that they have been getting.
Here's Barnhart. Barnhart passes it back in to Tatum. Tatum still fighting with her defender. Clears it out back to the midfield. Taken by Rudolph. Back to Leah Bacon. She will kick it out. In to Bailey Isom. That one taken there by Canon City. The first real chance they've had. Jiricek's quick to scoop it up. So is Isom. Isom passes it back into Gentry. Now Martinez has it. Tatum with a chance. She still has a chance. Can she beat her defender to it? She cannot. That one will go out. Barnhart looked like she had a chance, but as evident, not. Wizards will take a free kick. Not a free kick, excuse me, a throw-in.
Looks like that free kick was quite close to the goal as it bounced off the back post of the goal. Just a slight bit to the left, and that would have been into the goalie or into the goal.
Here comes the goal kick now out by the goalie into McKay. Canyon City controls it. Here comes, and then to Martinez. Martinez trying to get it to Gentry. Canyon City still in control.
Canyon City is fighting for this ball, Will. They want something to come out of this game, at least one goal.
Here's McKay with a slight chance into that one. Was meant for Gentry, but is skyrocketed way out onto the track. And we will get a replacement soccer ball as McKay will come in and take the corner kick. In there off the stomach of Barnhart. Canyon City trying to clear it out. Here comes number 11, Avery Marciano. That one played out. Still not out. McKay has it. Now out of bounds. Isom didn't know whether to go for it or not because there was no call on whether it was out of bounds. Savannah Isom to take another throw-in, thrown back to Jiricek. To McKay. Windsor with a possible goalie change here, as well as a substitution. Reagan Lewis is about to come into the game. There may be a goalie change, there may not. Leah Bacon will be going for the school record for shutouts. Only 14 more minutes. Hopefully she can keep that up. Tatum knocked down there. Winter. McKay with a chance, just played off her foot and in just off her left foot. Goalie there. Nearly skyrockets that ball into the back of the head of McKay. Windsor backups warming up over there on the right side of the Windsor sideline. That includes, I believe, Sadie Warney, Peyton Lewis, Annie Agone, Ellie Bloss, Riley Van Eck, Campbell Otto, and Lainey Kenyon, just to name a few. So Wizards still on the attack. Gentry with the ball, now with the chance here, struggling with her defenders, struggles to take it, fighting all three of them at the same time. She still has control of it. Tatum, Gentry, she's trying. Barnhart also in there. So is Isom. Bailey Isom into Barnhart. Barnhart back to Isom. Isom passes it into McKay. That one just missed.
Ooh, a little bit of an intense run from McKay to get back into position and get the ball from the Canyon City ladies.
Yes, and that one will be up and over the head and out of bounds. Savannah Isom to take.
Looks like we have a goalie change.
Another substitution here. Tatum Gentry comes out as well. So does Leah Bacon, our goalie, Hannah McKay, and I believe number 18, Bentley Weaver as well, getting some backups in there. There's one of them, number 27, Campbell Audie. So Isom to Audie in, and then we also have number 22, Ellie Bloss here on the near side. Jiricek is still out there, I believe. So is Kaylin Rudolph. Ambry Plate is still out as well. So is Brayley Martinez, but Ryland Barnhart comes off. 12 minutes flat remain in this game. In come the Windsor backups, as we have just named a few. Now, barring this Windsor win, which I believe will happen with 11 minutes and 37 seconds left, there is a chance, as we have been murmured about and hearing about, that there is a chance that the playoff game Saturday, in which the Windsor Wizards will take on the winner of the Coronado and Adams City game here at Windsor High School Stadium, H.J. Dudley Field, that will be on 6 o'clock at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Apologies for the stutter there.
It looks like Kylie Powell and Annie Agone going for Kayleen Rudolph and Brooklyn Jiricek.
So most of the starting ladies off now. Great game by all of them. Played about 40 minutes apiece, 35 for some. I would say a great job from them. All of them had great efforts today. Once again, led by 2 goals for Tatum Gentry, 1 from Hannah McKay, and 1 from Amber Plate. As, like I said there, that the playoff game is rumored to be about 6 o'clock on Saturday, in which the opponent, like I said before I started my way out of that sentence, will be against Coronado and Adams City, which I believe also may be tonight at 6 p.m. And our sideline reporter, Abby Sedegot, has some more updates to add.
What's up, guys? It's once again meteorologist Abby here with the sideline reports. Looks to be clearing up here. Knock on wood. Hope I don't jinx that. But other than that, soccer's been going pretty good. The team's been doing good. Coach Lerderman's been able to sub in some of the swinger girls, so that's a good thing to get them some playing experience on the varsity level. He's also been talking about having the team finish more as a team, getting more finishes. They've done good on runs so far and getting chances. Now it's just about finishing. And back up to you guys.
Thanks there, Abby. And as an update, Coronado leads Adams City 2-0. As 19 minutes in, Coronado leads Adams City 2-0. So, seems to be somewhat of a uneven match over there, as that will take place at Coronado High School. Top-seeded Evergreen, but beat Palisade today 5-0 down up in the first quadrant of the Class 4A state championships. They took down number 32 ranked Palisade. And off now comes your other 2 starting girls, number 9 Brayley Martinez and number 12 Ambry Plate. So full backups in. Number 36 Lainey Kenyon is out there. Number 22 Ellie Bloss is also out there. Number 2 ranked Green Mountain ranked beat number 31 ranked Eagle Valley 2-0 or 2-0. Some updates from around the tournament for you there. So as we've said, number 1 ranked Evergreen will be moving on, and number 3 ranked Green Mountain will be moving on. This playoff bracket is split into 4 quadrants, and Windsor plays in the 3rd quadrant against teams from, as we are playing now, Canon City, and then Coronado, Adams City, Meade, Thomas Jefferson, Air Academy, and Pueblo West. Many of those, I believe those other 2 games occur later either tonight or today or tomorrow. Excuse me there. Number 6 Meade is beating number 27 Thomas Jefferson 2-0 with 20 minutes into the game. And number 22, Pueblo West, with a little bit of an upset here, leads Air Academy. One to nothing. No time listed there yet. As it looks like number 17, Sadie Warna, will check into the game there for one of your last starting girls, Bailey Isom. I feel like I keep saying that, but more of them keep coming off. Cohen, as we've seen some updates from around the league, while our game's been going on, what have you seen well from the Wizards in this second half?
In the Wizards, the second half, I have seen the intensity keep up. There's a lot more just fire, intensity to want the ball. There has been foot races across the field on a runaway ball that is fueled by the rain that we have seen earlier today. I'm very happy that the girls have been able to capitalize on these terrible conditions, and I hope to see at least one more in the 6 minutes that is remaining in the second half.
May we get that, maybe not. We don't, as the backup girls here are still giving Canon City a challenge, although they are not they're not being backed up nearly as far as normal. As I believe on the field right now is number 16, Maisie Nettles, number 17, Sadie Warna, number 22, Ellie Bloss, number 36, Lainey Kenyon, number 27, Campbell Ade, number 20, Annie Agone, number 21, Reagan Lewis, number 25, Savannah Isom, number 30, Lainey Kenyon, as I've already said, and number 6, Kylie Powell. And in goal for your Wizards is backup goalie Casey Paulus. Throw in there, controlled by the Wizards. Maybe not. Canon City with a chance. And no, Paulus will recover and send a kick out. Wizards in mainly full defensive mode, similar to what we saw from Canon City to start the game, as they're stacking their team more on their own side of the 50-yard line as opposed to the opposing side.
Looks like we have an offsides. It looks like our defense set up a perfect trap for the 2 offensive players on the Canon City girls team.
That one, they're controlled by Lewis to Kenyon. Kenyon up, maybe too hard to reach for Nettles. Nettles still controls it, but that one is taken ultimately by Canon City.
That is one of the diagonal runs that Coach Lordeman was so happy to see and so happy to comment about. That is exactly the type of run that will get you goals in second half after every player is fatigued and tired.
Looks like something may have happened to number 25, Savannah Isom, or she may just be tired. She looks to be in some sort of pain or discomfort, maybe on the sideline. As number 17, Sadie Warna, comes in for her. Looks like Isom may be hurt or tired. I cannot tell which of the two. She has played 47 minutes of this game. She started from the start, so a long time to play for her. Great game by her. Excuse me, all 77 minutes of this game so far. She has just come out. Looks like, excuse me, once again, 87 minutes of this game. No, it is 80. It is 77. My apologies. It is. There are 2 20-minute halves. I keep getting the number wrong. Excuse me there. She's played a lot of this game. I couldn't get the number right, and I still can't. So, she's played 37 minutes of this game. My apologies. Not 87, not 77, not 67, 37. My greatest apologies. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain. Wizards still on the aggression. Lewis to take the throw-in. Never mind. Warna to take the throw-in. Into, but stolen by Canon City. That one was meant for Lewis. That one will be controlled by Canon City, taken by the goalie. With the Windsor victory being inevitable now, they will face the winner of Coronado and Adams City, as we gave you an update on earlier. So we look forward to seeing that and hopefully another good game, as whether it be by the Wizards and they win by 4 goals or it be a close game and the Wizards still win. So that's what we look and hope to. Great game by your Wizards so far. Cohen, highlights here, just what's been happening the last couple minutes. Could you give some highlights or just really what's happened this half?
I would say some major highlights that we've seen is the fire in the girls that we saw the first half came back as they came out of the locker room the second half. They really just ignited it back up and were just eager to get the ball, hungry for goals, hungry to get the ball away from the Canon City girls. Now, saying that, they have also upped their strategy. We've seen a lot more diagonal runs and diagonal plays, which is a very good thing to see, especially when all the girls are fatigued.
Lewis there fighting with number 5, Piper Montoya, to Kenyon. Stolen there by Canon City. 45 seconds remain. Windsor's victory here today. Very impressive, especially being that Canon City was a playoff team, albeit that the Wizards dominated them in almost every statistical category. That does not necessarily always translate over to the game. So good to see for them today. 2 goals from Tatum Gentry, 1 from Hannah McKay, 1 from Amby Plate. Some great performances all around, especially by some of your starters, Bailey Isom, Ella Krotz, Ryland Barnhart, Brooklyn Jiricek, Kaylee Rudolph, Maisie Nettles, Bentley Weaver, and Savannah Isom. Great plays from all of them around, as well as many of the stringer girls that Abby mentioned that were playing. Great game by them. 7 seconds remain. Windsor's victory is inevitable. Casey Paulus with 1 final kick out. 0 seconds on the clock. Wizards defeat the Canon City Tigers 4-0. Great game today. Cohen, do you have anything more to add that we haven't already added?
Overall, Will, it was a great game to watch. The intensity was there. The passion was there. You could tell that this Lady Wizards team really wanted to win it and move on to the second round versus either Coronado or Adams City.
And we want to thank you all tonight for bearing through our technically limited broadcast, as we thank you all for the continued support, even with the barring weather conditions. We are looking ahead to the end here. Wizards win. Saturday at 6 p.m. is rumored to be the playoff game. Thank you all for joining us here at H.J. Dudley Field as your Wizards defeat the Canon City Tigers 4-0. This has been Will Kerr and Cohen Gentry signing off. Thank you all for watching. My apologies. We are not quite done. We will get some after-action report here with Abby Sidigat here in just a few moments. So, apologies for that. Thank you all for bearing with us. Couple of game highlights here as the end nears and we wait for Abby to get our after-action report. Here we have the near miss from Tatum. Here is one of the goals that was just over the top from your Wizards. So some excellent shots today. This this one, yet another one. That one where Brooklyn Juracek was just up and over the top as well. And a quick update for you all, yet again, on the Coronado and Adams City game. Coronado still leads, and Coronado boasting an impressive 11-1-3 record. They lead the Colorado Springs Metro Division League with a record of 11-1-3. Their only loss being to Air Academy, and they are tied with Canon City and Palmer at a record of 2-0-3 in league play, with the 3 ties coming from various games for each of them. An interesting note today, all 4 of your goals came from the midfielding crew, Tatum Gentry, Hannah McKay, and Ambry Plate, who all play midfield. All 4 goals came from the 3 girls in the midfield crew. So great job to them, great job to everyone yet again. Tatum Gentry now has 12 goals on the season. Ella Krotz with 11, and Braylee Martinez with 8 as well. So great jobs by them. All 3 goals were assisted goals. Puts the Wizards on at 50 goals total on the season, as they improve to 13-3 overall. Still third in 4A. Canon City eliminated at a 5-6-4 record, a 3-0-2 league record, and no goal scored by them today. Still an impressive performance nonetheless from them. All their players fought hard. Congratulations to them. And we will see them hopefully again in the playoffs coming next year or in years to come. Coach Leuterman giving a end-of-game speech here to send his players off after their Game 1 win, and Abby just waiting and seeing what she can get. And we will send it down to Abby Sedegat, our sideline, and we will send it down to our sideline reporter, Abby Sedegat, for our end-of-game analysis.
All right, I'm Abby Sedegat here with more sideline reports, this time sideline interviews. Did tonight.
Hey, you know what? Anytime you walk out of a game with a victory, especially in the state tournament play, you're going to take it, right? I liked what we did. There's better in us for sure, and I think the girls feel the same way, that it wasn't one of our better games. But again, you know what? You can win a game and not play great, so it says a lot about our group.
And what do you want to do for the rest of the season going into the playoffs?
Take the old coach's Soleil, the old coach's philosophy, and one game at a time, right? We'll come back Saturday and take care of Saturday, and let's see what happens from here on out. I mean, obviously, we've got a goal in front of us, and if we do what we should do, we'll be in a good spot.
All right. I'm here also with Leah Bacon, who just got the record for most shutouts in a season. Yes. How does that feel?
It's really exciting. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it without defense, though. It's definitely a group effort. Even though my name might be on it, it's 5 of us that really it. So.
All right. And how do you feel about the strength of the team going further into the playoffs?
I think it's good. Like, I'm confident in the strength of the team. I'm confident that as long as we keep playing as a group and playing as a unit, then we can we can do great things and go far. Yeah.
All right. Also here with Tatum Gentry. Shoot, I'm blanking. Hold up. Oh yes, being on the field. How do you think you guys did? Because I already heard from Coach, but you were on the field.
I think we were kind of just messy a little bit, but our messy at this point is still good. Like, we've learned how to trust each other enough that even when it is messy, it's controlled. And we found chances, although we didn't finish all of them, like, we were able to get the game under our belt, and that's what we needed.
Being one of the teams, one of the top, if not the top goal scorer, how do you think that influences the overall playing of the team?
I think it is definitely a lot of expectations, but they say pressure is like what makes you a good player. And I think that all of our forwards have put a lot on us this season, especially because our defense is so good that it's almost like our forwards do have to step up, which I think we've learned throughout the season is what we've had to do. And I don't know, I feel like we've done it.
Well, thank you, everybody. Congrats on a great game. Good luck going into the playoffs, and back up to you guys.
Once again, thank you all for watching. Cohen Gentry and Will Kerr here on the broadcast. We will join you back again, hopefully at 6 o'clock on Saturday, but that is yet to be determined. Thank you all for watching, and we will join you next time.